Welcome. In today's video I'm gonna show you how to cut your nails specifically for running. I've run quite a lot. I finished a marathon this year, ran over 700 kilometers this year, and I've had instances where my big toes would bleed because of how I cut my nails. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of tips so that you avoid these mistakes and your toes don't bleed. For these 4 toes, for the smaller ones, it's actually it doesn't really matter that much. You just cut them as you like. We're specifically talking about the big toes, and as you can see on this very illustrative image, it says that do not cut your nails too short. They specifically are talking about, and most of these images are talking about cutting the nails very short on the sides. And it's true, if you cut it too short, it means that you will have some extra skin, and when you run, that skin will go up like this because there's a lot of pressure when you run, and the short nails will actually just go inside that skin, and first of all it's painful, secondly it's bleeding. It's not great. And it's important to not only do that for the middle part or the side part, it's important to do it for both, so not just like here but also both here and here. So it's like in both ways. Sometimes I used to do it in the past where I would cut short it here, then I would cut it short here, but it would be longer like on the sides. It's important to not cut it very short on both, on the edge here and in the middle. Because if you cut it on the edge, and I had dozens of instances where the nail would actually grow into the skin and it would create a lot of pain for yourself. So I do not recommend you that as well. You can get infection, once again bleeding, and then it's so painful to get it out with scissors and tweezers and don't do that. So super important to cut not too short, quite short, but not until the very edge. So give like a 2 millimeters extra, both here and here. For the other toes, it doesn't matter that much. Just make sure that it's cut accurately so that there are no sharp sides, because once again when we run, sometimes our nails sometimes our toes can move a little bit. And so one instance I have is for this little finger, toe, pinky, okay, the little one would hit this one and it would create unpleasant bleeding as well. So a lot of bleeding in my feet. So these are the mistakes to avoid. And the last tip for you is about cutting the extra skin. Sometimes you do have the extra skin and I like to cut it off. So for example, if we're talking about the big toes, specifically like on the sides here, I do sometimes have a bit of extra skin. Not sure where it comes from, but I like to give it a little trim sometimes to make sure things are organized. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those below. If you found this video valuable, you can click on this video here, and I will see you in the next valuable video.